It was the middle of January. The cold was different that night, sharp, biting, the kind of cold that doesn't just settle on your skin but crawls into your bones. The roads were emptier than usual. No sound of people, no cars passing, just long stretches of asphalt under a black sky. I had just left my cousin's house after dinner. It should have been a simple 2-hour drive back home. I knew the route well, but out of habit I left the GPS running on my phone. The soft glow of the screen lit the dashboard, and that familiar, calm voice guided me. In 2 miles, turn left. I frowned. That couldn't be right. I'd driven this route dozens of times. There was no left turn anywhere on that stretch of road, just forest. I slowed a little, squinting at the map. A thin blue line wound off the highway, cutting straight into an area that looked empty, just a void of gray, as if no one had bothered to chart it. Maybe it was a shortcut I'd never noticed. Maybe some new road construction. Or maybe the GPS was glitching. But as I drove closer, my headlights revealed it. A road, a narrow dirt road breaking away from the highway, almost hidden under the shadow of trees. I hesitated. Everything in me screamed not to take it, and yet curiosity has a strange way of numbing instinct. Before I realized what I was doing, I was turning the wheel. The crunch of gravel under my tires echoed unnaturally loud. The deeper I went, the darker it became. Trees leaned in from both sides, their branches twisting together overhead until it felt like I was driving into a tunnel. The GPS spoke again. Continue straight for 5 miles. My pulse quickened. 5 miles? Out here? There were no road signs, no houses. No light except my own headlights, which seemed to stretch only a few feet ahead before the dark swallowed everything again. That's when I saw it. At first, just a shape in the corner of my vision. A figure. Standing at the edge of the road. I slowed. The beam of my headlight swept over it. A man. But he wasn't moving. He wasn't walking. He wasn't doing anything. Just standing with his back to me, perfectly still as though carved from stone. A chill ran down my spine. I pressed harder on the gas, not daring to glance back in the mirror. The GPS chimed, voice calm, almost soothing. In 1 mile you will arrive at your destination. My stomach dropped. I hadn't entered a destination. I hadn't typed in anything at all. The road straightened and then I saw it. A house, an old decaying house at the end of the path. No lights, no sign of life. The kind of house you see in nightmares. Broken windows, roof sagging, paint peeling like rotted skin. The dirt road ended right at its steps. I froze, staring. And then my phone buzzed. The GPS zoomed closer and closer until the little blue dot, the one that was me, was no longer on the road. It was inside the house. The voice whispered, "You have arrived." My breath caught in my throat. I threw the car into reverse, tires spinning wildly on loose dirt. My headlights swung back across the trees and froze when they landed on something. The man. The same one I'd seen earlier, only now. He was facing me. His face was pale, too pale, and his eyes, they weren't eyes at all. They reflected the headlights like glass, 2 white circles staring directly into me. I slammed the accelerator. My car lurched backward, swerving dangerously as I fought to get back on the path. The GPS voice rose, louder, glitching. "Make a U-turn, make a U-turn, make a U-turn." It repeated, faster, distorted, like static was tearing it apart. I didn't listen. I couldn't, I just kept driving. For what felt like forever, the road stretched on endlessly. Every shadow looked alive, every tree like it was bending closer. I gripped the wheel so hard my hands ached. And then the forest broke. Suddenly I was back on the highway. Headlights of a distant truck passed by, and the relief that washed over me nearly made me cry. I pulled over, chest heaving, every muscle in my body trembling. My phone lay on the seat beside me, dark now, the screen dead. When I finally made it home that night, I plugged it into the charger. Slowly, the screen came back to life. I opened the GPS app, my fingers shaking. The route history showed nothing. No strange turn, no dirt path, no house. Just the highway, as if none of it had ever happened. But at the very bottom of the screen, In the list of saved addresses, there was a new entry, not typed by me, not saved by me. It didn't have a street, it didn't have a city, it just said, home. And beneath it, in faint gray letters, a note appeared, last visited tonight.